At 3, 2, 1. All right, we're live on Good Game. Very good. We're live on Twitter. Now we're live on Facebook. Now we're live on YouTube. Now we're live on DLive, and we're waiting for the final one, Twitch. We are now live on Twitch. Hello, everybody. Welcome, peeps and poops. We're going to continue the stream tradition on Sundays of reading the Bible on Sunday. So, see, I always, you always read the Bible with like little bits and pieces, and I think that this is something people need to be doing, to just read the Bible from beginning to end. Okay, just do it. There's a lot of people out there, they read novels and stuff. Okay, you can read the Bible. All right. So on the last episode, so this is what I recall. So Jacob, he he wants to leave his father-in-law, Rebecca's dad. I think it was Rebecca and Leah. You know what? It might not be Rebecca. I might have that wrong. Well, I'm not gonna spend time looking for it to correct myself, but anyway, so he wanted to leave, and this guy, okay, he wanted to trick him, wanted to like scam him again. First time was when he wanted to marry the other girl, the other daughter. I think her name was Rebecca, but I'm not sure. And instead he snuck in his other daughter and then locked him up or locked him into a contract for to work with in his company for like 7 years. And then at the end of those 7 years, he did it again. I'm not sure what the second trick was. No, yeah, okay. The first trick was, okay, you can have. I think it was Rebecca. She's so important, and I forgot. Rachel. All right. So it was Rachel and Leah. So anyway, so he wants to marry. He's in love with Rachel. Wants to marry her. So he said, okay, well, you gotta work in my company for 7 years. And when I say company, it's not like today. Laban was like a master shepherd. Okay, like he had a bunch of shepherds working under him. Okay, so like like industrial scale shepherding. Okay, if you can imagine that. Okay, so he said, okay, well, you gotta work with me, basically, shepherd. For 7 years if you want to marry her. He's like, okay. He moved over there, spent the 7 years, and then, no sex, no nothing. Okay, and then he was going to, and then he married her. Then on the honeymoon, because he was so drunk, he pulled Rachel out, put Leah in, because nobody wanted to marry Leah because she's unattractive. And because he was so drunk, he just, he had sex with her. And then the next morning, okay, he's like, hey, what is this trick? What is this? And, he he was like, well, that's our custom, okay, and our culture, you know, because in the Middle East, you know, all those little tribes and clans, they have like their own little culture, their own little way of their own way to do things. Okay. So anyway, here, while I talk, I'm going to do some adjustments here on this camera, on the Bible cam here. Anyway, so you know, he was like, okay, well, so if you want Rachel now, okay, you can marry Rachel, but you gotta marry Leah, and you have to give me 7 more years, okay, of working for me. 7 more years. All right. So he's like, okay, fine, whatever. Um, you know, I'll go with it. Okay. So then so it's been like 14 years already. Okay. And then from what I remember, he at the end of those years he wanted to oh yeah. So he wanted um payment, okay, in the form of assets. So in this case, it would be, you know, bovines, you know, cattle, um, sheep, and goats. Okay. Although in my opinion, you know, sheep and goats are also cattle, but I've heard that no, that's actually a wrong term. But you know what I'm saying? Cows, sheep, and goats. Okay. So he said, okay, well, yeah, you know, work with me. I think it was 7 more years, okay? And I'm gonna give you, you know, certain, like a portion, right? A portion of my herd or my herds, because during the 14 years he really put his mind to it. He helped the company grow, okay, the Shepherd Company. And he thought, well, you know, I'm not just going to move because you know, he doesn't have anything, you know, basically. He's just been working there the whole time. Okay. So, from what I remember, the deal was you keep any animal that is striped or spotted. Okay. And this is, you know, where I get confused because, you know, he said that, and I'm like, okay. But then, um, he does certain things with the animals to make sure that the animals being born are not striped or spotted. And it was really strange. It was like, okay, well, you know, he's gonna, you know, make the goats do this or not do that, and it was like really weird. Okay. So I can adjust the brightness so people can see. See how the book is all lit up? You know what? I'm gonna do a simple solution. It's just gonna turn off lights. All right. Still kind of bright because of the hold on a second. All right, that's a little bit better, but now I have to adjust my face cam. Even though you can't read the words, I want it to be like, you know. Actually, maybe I can do this too. Maybe I can like. Does this work? No, this camera doesn't have focus. That's the problem. This camera can focus in. It has an iris, okay, but it can't focus. If you go too close or too far, it's just gonna look all fuzzy. So, but let me remove this filter. Hold on. Okay, that looks a little bit better. See how the numbers are fuzzy? Because this camera has problems with focus. It's just like a basic cheap camera I got. Let me adjust this. Takio-san man likes the stream. Thank you, Takio-san. I appreciate it. I've known Takio-san for a long time. He, I used to run a gaming clan years ago on like a Facebook game, and we've been buddies ever since. So the game went defunct because the developer just like let it. Like we spent like money on the game, to like run the clan. And one day he just decided, oh, well, I don't want to develop it anymore. So that's why I don't trust games, okay, that that you don't own outright. Okay? Like I play Fortnite. Fortnite's gonna go. Okay, one day all the stuff that we get in Fortnite's gonna go away. And it's gonna be really sad. So I'm not really, holding my hopes up at all because of that lesson that I learned at Facebook game. The name of the game was Battle Stations, and yeah, we put a bunch of effort. A bunch of us, we put a bunch of effort, bunch of money, okay, to support each other to run the clan. And then him and his staff, just one day, oh, we don't want to work on Battle Stations anymore. We're bored. After they made a bunch of money from us. So never again. But anyway, so he does like a weird thing. Okay, Laban, which is his father-in-law, he does like a weird thing, to make the offspring, be solid color, not be spotted or striped. But this was like really weird things, like oh, I had them drink water from like a bucket near the river shore or something. It was really strange. And then Jacob did a bunch of like really weird stuff too, okay, to make sure that the offspring was striped and spotted. And then the day came to divide the herd, okay, and a bunch of them were striped and spotted. And so Laban was upset, he was I guess visibly bothered. And so Jacob didn't even wait. He just like grabbed all his stuff, okay? Just grab all his stuff. The daughters, the kids, his whole family, okay? Employees, slaves, and he just left. And then Laban, persecuted him, okay? Caught up to him, confronted him about it. Hey, what is this about you disappearing in the middle of the night? So they argued, they both say their their points, and so they decided to just bury the hatchet, um, and they put an altar to God, okay, to be witness on their agreement, which they call a covenant. Okay, so basically, that's what it was. And so after that, Jacob, with his whole caravan, he's heading to Esau. And last time that he heard from Esau, Jacob tricked him out of his inheritance, which is the reason why he was with Laban, is because he had to flee because Esau wanted to kill him because he tricked him. He deceived his dad, okay, that was dying of old age. So it's pretty messed up, okay. So that's the reason that he fled. But then Jacob gets played. See what I'm saying? So Jacob played his brother, and it wasn't even his idea. It was the idea of his mom, Rebecca. Rebecca, that was the name of the mom. So it wasn't even his idea, okay? But he went along with it. He went along with it, stole his inheritance, and Esau wanted to kill him. Okay, he was furious. So never did anything wrong to Jacob. You know, it was just that Rebecca preferred, Jacob was her favorite, and then Esau was Isaac's favorite. Isaac is the son of Abraham. So anyway, so he has a caravan. Now he returns back. Okay, and like a bunch of stuff happened, but long story short, they bury the hatchet, or so far. Okay, so far. I have to read on some more because so far they bury the hatchet. Okay, he comes back. They hug it out, talk it out. Everything seems to be good because Jacob, in his caravan, he doesn't have. I mean, it's just like his stuff, right? Like his animals, his family, employees, and slaves. That's it. Okay. Esau has a small force of 400, I guess, fighting men. Okay. So he kind of went that route. So anyway, he was afraid that he was gonna, kill him after all these years, after almost like 20 plus years. But apparently it's, you know, it's water under the bridge. And that's where we left off. So, okay, so let me see. I lost track, guys. I gotta open the thing here. 34:1. Genesis 34:1. Okay. All right. 31. I'll see, because I flipped the page. I got lost. Okay. So, the defiling of Dinah. Now Dinah, the daughter of Leah, who she had borne to Jacob, went out to see the women of the land. And when Shechem the son of Hamor the Hivite, the prince of the land, saw her, he seized her, and lay with her, and humiliated her. Rape. He just took her and raped her. And his soul was drawn to Dinah, the daughter of Jacob. He loved the young woman and spoke tenderly to her. So Shechem spoke to his father Hamor, saying, "Give me this girl for my wife." Damn, rapes her and then demands that she, marries him. Maybe she doesn't want to marry you. Dude, prince or not, you're a douche. Now Jacob heard that he had defiled his daughter, Dinah, but his sons were with his livestock in the field. So Jacob held his peace until they came. Mm-hmm. And Hamor, the father of Shechem, went out to Jacob to speak with him. The sons of Jacob had come in from the field as soon as they heard of it. Uh-oh. And the men were indignant and very angry because he had done an outrageous thing in Israel by lying with Jacob's daughter. For such a thing must not be done. What's the problem that, they call it in Israel, but I don't think that the land is called Israel yet. So that's very strange to me. Anyway. It looks like they were angry because he was a Hivite. Let's see. Hivite. Yep. Sheshen, the son of Hamor. Hamor is a Hivite. So they were in this other land, which I guess that's where Esau kind of like lives by. Because that's, the last thing I heard from it. It sounds like they were upset because of the mixing of cultures rather than, she getting raped and humiliated. But Hamor spoke with them, saying, "The soul of my son Shechem long for your daughter. Please give her to him to be his wife. Make marriages with us, give your daughters to us, and take our daughters for yourselves. You shall dwell with us, and the land shall be open to you. Dwell and trade in it, and get property in it." Shechem also said to her father, oh yeah, Jacob, okay. Shechem also said to her father and to her brothers, "Let me find favor in your eyes, and whatever you say to me, I will give. Ask me for a great bride price, and gift as you will, and I will give whatever you say to me. Only give me the young woman to be my wife." The sons of Jacob answered Shechem and his father Hamor deceitfully, because he had defiled their sister Dinah. They said to them, "We cannot do this thing, to give our sister to one who is uncircumcised, for that would be a disgrace to us. Only on this condition will we agree with you, that you will become as we are by every male among you being circumcised. Then we will give our daughters to you, and we will take your daughters to ourselves, and we will dwell with you and become one people. But if you will not listen to us and be circumcised, then we will take our daughter and we will be gone." Can you imagine getting circumcised as an adult? Their words pleased Hamor and Hamor's son Shechem. And the young man did not delay to do the thing, because he delighted in Jacob's daughter. Now he was the most honored of all his father's house. So Hamor and his son Shechem came to the gate of their city, and spoke to the men and their city, spoke to the men of their city, saying, "These men are at peace with us. Let them dwell in the land and trade in it. For behold, them. Let us take their daughters as wives. Let us give them our daughters. Only on this condition will the men agree to dwell with us to become one people. When every male among us is circumcised, as they are circumcised, will not their livestock, their property, and all their beasts be ours?" Shenanigans, man, I'm telling you, these people. "Only let us agree with them, and they will dwell with us." And all who went out of the gate of his city listened to Hamor and his son Shechem. And every male was circumcised, all who went out of the gate of his city. I mean, so once again, you have somebody that's trying to trick somebody getting tricked, right? Okay, you trick the trickster, you scam the scammer. Okay, so this is the second instance. The first instance was Laban and Jacob. And also notice that Esau got scammed by Jacob, but he didn't scam Jacob back. At least not yet. Let's see what happens. On the third day, when they were sore, so they did go ahead with it. Okay. On the third day, when they were sore, two of the sons of Jacob, Simon and Levi, Dinah's brothers, took their swords and came against the city, while it felt secured, and killed all the males. They killed Hamor and his son Shechem with the sword, and took Dinah out of Shechem's house. Oh, she was a prisoner in his house. I thought that she went back to dad. I mean, how would she tell the brothers then? I mean, could be rumors, could be, there's could be a bunch of things, could be, just sending people's messages, could be that he forced her to live there or something. Anyway, I did not know that Dinah was at Shechem's house. With the sword, and took Dinah out of Shechem's house, and went away. The sons of Jacob came upon the slain and plundered the city, because they had defiled their sister. They took their flocks and their herds and their donkeys and whatever was in the city and in the field, all their wealth, all their little ones, and their wives, all that was in the houses, they captured and plundered. Then Jacob said to Simon and Levi, "You have brought trouble on me by making me think to the inhabitants of the land, and Canaanites, and the Perizzites. My numbers are few, and if they gather themselves against me and attack me, I shall be destroyed, both I and my household." But they said, "Should he treat our sister like a prostitute?" Well, of course, Jacob has a point. That's a point about his reputation. That has to do with survival, all that stuff. But he's arguing more like he's being pragmatic, right? And the brothers, they're arguing honor. Okay, they're arguing honor. So if you think about it, okay, so he's worried about the Canaanites and the Perizzites. Okay, so he's worried about the Canaanites and the Perizzites, just moving against him. So, because of what happened. However, you heard Hamor and his logic that, hey, we will intermarry, okay? But the reason that he wanted to intermarry is because he wanted that it was a way to get their stuff, to get Jacob's stuff, okay? So in this, let's say that the scenario that he stopped, Levi and Simon. Let's say that he stops Levi and Simon from from going with their men and plundering the city. Let's just say that. Okay, well, because Jacob's talking about reputation, right? So, if that's so, then it's bad either way. If you think about it, okay? Now, the rumors are going to go that, that Jacob's company raised Hamor City, right? And killed the males and plundered it. Basically waged war on it. And so that's going to have consequences, right? Because it's a thing with the reputation. It's like, hey, this guy, this is what he did. Now, under the scenario that he didn't that he wouldn't have done anything. Okay. And he would have, let's just say that he wouldn't have done anything, not even the circumcision. He just would have gone away. Okay. Well, now his reputation is tarnished, but in a different way. Now, the Canaanites, the Perizzites, and all the other ites around there, that would signal to them that Jacob is an easy target, right? That Jacob is an easy target. He doesn't fight back. There is no negative consequences for abusing him or taking advantage of him or exploiting him. None. And when that happens, it attracts people, okay, that want to exploit you. So either way, the reputation is going to change, okay? Either way, the reputation is going to change. You got to pick, you got to pick your battles at that point, right? Am I going to have the reputation that, my sons basically committed, just horrible atrocities, to avenge, what happened to their daughter, or, someone else did something bad to his daughter and nothing happened. Okay? So one is going to attract predators and abusers. And then the other one is going to basically attract people that are wary of you. Okay? People that see you as a threat. So which one's better? To look strong enough that you're seen as a threat, or weak enough that you're seen as opportunity. I don't know. I got no idea. That's why I'm rating. I mean, the sons have a point, but you kill every single male. You know what I mean? Like, it's like some random guy that didn't even hear of anything, and suddenly, like, he gets like a sword, plunged through him. That's bad too. So this is bad and worse. God blesses and renames Jacob. I thought he already did that. I thought he already renamed him Israel after he wrestled with him. He like dislocated his hip. God said to Jacob, "Arise, go up to Bethel and dwell there. Make an altar there for the God who appeared to you and when you fled from your brother Esau." So Jacob said to his household and to all who were with him, "Put away the foreign gods that are among you, and purify yourselves, and change your garments. Let us arise and go up to Bethel, and that I may make there an altar to the God who answers me in the day of my distress, and has been with me wherever I have gone." So they gave to Jacob all the foreign gods that they had, and the rings that were in their ears. Jacob hid them under the terebinth tree that was near Shechem. So the prince's name is Shechem, And the place's name is also Shechem. And as they journeyed, a terror from God fell upon the cities that were around them, so that they did not pursue the sons of Jacob. And Jacob came to Luz, that is Bethel, which is in the land of Canaan. He and all the people who were with him, and there he built an altar, and he called the place El Bethel, because there God had revealed himself to him when he fled from his brother. And Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, died, and she was buried under an oak below Bethel. So he called its name Alon Bakuth. Oh, I didn't think they had that custom of burying the dead under a tree. That's cool. God appeared to Jacob again when he came from Padam Aram and blessed him. And God said to him, "Your name is Jacob. No longer shall your name be called Jacob, but Israel shall be your name." So he called his name Israel. And God said to him, "I am God Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply a nation, and a company of nations shall come from you, and kings shall come from your own body. The land that I gave to Abraham and Isaac, I will give to you, and I will give the land to your offspring after you." Then God went up from him in the place where he had spoken with him. And Jacob set up a pillar in the place where he had spoken to him, a pillar of stone. He poured out a drink offering on it and poured oil on it. So Jacob called the name of the place where God had spoken with him Bethel. The deaths of Rachel and Isaac. Then they journeyed from Bethel when they were still some distance from Ephrath. Rachel went into labor, and she had hard labor. And when her labor was at its hardest, the midwife said to her, "Do not fear, for you have another son." And as her soul was departing, for she was dying, she called his name Ben-Oni, but his father called him Benjamin. So Rachel died, and she was buried on the way to Ephrath, that is Bethlehem. And Jacob set up a pillar over the tomb. It is the pillar of Rachel's tomb, which is there to this day. Israel journeyed on and pitched his tent beyond the tower of Eder. While Israel lived in that land, Reuben went and lay with Bilhah, his father's concubine. Man, see that? Everything is chill. Okay, everything is chill, and then somebody makes a terrible decision. Okay, so then there's drama. Okay. All right. While Israel lived in that land, Reuben went and lay with Bilhah, his father's concubine, and Israel heard of it. What's up, stepmother? Not really stepmother, but I mean, more like your, father's mistress or something in today's interpretation, really. Although she might even be a slave, actually. I don't know. Now the sons of Jacob were 12. The sons of Leah, Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, Simon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, and Zebulun. The sons of Rachel, Joseph, and Benjamin. The sons of Bilhah, Rachel's servant, Dan and Naphtali. The sons of Zilpah, Leah's servant, Gad and Asher. These were the sons of Jacob who were born to him in Padam Aram. And Jacob came to his father Isaac at Mamre. Oh, Isaac's not dead yet. Or Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, where Abraham and Isaac had sojourned. Now, the days of Isaac were 180 years, and Isaac breathed his last, and he died and was gathered to his people, old and full of days, and his sons Esau and Jacob buried him. These are the generations of Esau, that is, Edom. Esau took his wives from the Canaanites. Ada, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, Oholibamah, the daughter of Anna, the daughter of Zibeon, the Hivite, and Basemath, Ishmael's daughter, the sister of Nebaioth. And Ada bore to Esau Eliphaz. Basemath bore Reuel. And Oholibamah bore Jeush, Jalam, and Korah. These are the sons of Esau who were born to him in the land of Canaan. Then Esau took his wives, his sons, his daughters, and all the members of his household, his livestock, all his beasts, and all his property that he had acquired in the land of Canaan. He went into a land away from his brother Jacob. For their possessions were too great for them to dwell together. The land of their sojournings could not support them because of their livestock. So Esau settled in the hill country of Seir. Esau is Edom. So that's what I'm saying when I said about shepherd in an industrial scale. That's what I'm talking about. Like, so large were these flocks, okay, and these herds that, it would just affect the environment, But the fact that they would do this, and I'm sure they did this, and like other people will do the same. To to me, it seems that they were aware of the environmental impact, and they had their own methods of, keeping up the operation, right? Like, you don't want your herds to serve as a swarm of locusts, because it will end up like a swarm of locusts. Locusts go into an area that like eat everything, and then after that they don't have anything to eat, right? So I think that and it will have to be obvious, if you have like tracks of animals, okay, and they're like eating everything, and you know how plants and stuff work, right? And like you're planning and you're projecting a few years ahead, it has to be like really obvious. These are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites, in the hill country of Seir. These are the names of Esau's sons: Eliphaz, the son of Ada, and the wife of Esau, Reuel, the son of Basemath, the wife of Esau. The sons of Eliphaz were Tenan, Omar, Sepho, Garam, and Kenaz. Timnah was a concubine of Eliphaz, Esau's son. She bore Amalek to Eliphaz. These are the sons of Ada, Esau's wife. These are the sons of Reuel: Nahath, Zerath, Shammah, and Mizah. These are the sons of Basemath, Esau's wife. These are the sons of Oholibamah, the daughter of Anna, and daughter to Zibeon, Esau's wife. She bore to Esau Jeush, Jalam, and Korah. These are the chiefs of the sons of Esau. That's the son of Eliphaz, the firstborn of Esau. The chiefs Teman, Omar, Zepho, Kenaz, Korah, Gatam, and Amalek. These are the chiefs of Eliphaz in the land of Edom. These are the sons of Ada. These are the sons of Reuel, Esau's son. The chiefs Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mizah. These are the chiefs of Reuel in the land of Edom. These are the sons of Basemath, Esau's wife. These are the sons of Oholibamah, yep, Esau's wife. The chiefs Jeush, Jalam, and Korah. These are the chiefs born to Oholibamah, the daughter of Anna, Esau's wife. These are the sons of Esau, that is, Edom, and these are their chiefs. These are the sons of Seir, the Horite, and the inhabitants of the land: Lotan, Shobal, Zibeon, Anna, Dishon, Ezer, and Disban. There are the chiefs of the Horites, the sons of Seir, in the land of Edom. The sons of Lotan were Hori and Heman, and Lotan's sister was Timnah. There are the sons of Shobal, Alvan, Manuhath, Ebal, Shepho, and Onam. These are the sons of Zibon, Aya, and Anna. He is the Anna who found the hot springs in the wilderness, and she pastured the donkeys of Zibon his father. These are the children of Anna, Dishon and Oholibama, the daughter of Anna. These are the sons, these are the children of Anna, sorry. These are the sons of Dishon, Hemdan, Eshban, Ithran, and Sharan. These are the sons of Ezer, Bilhan, Zavan, and Akan. These are the sons of Dishan, Uz, and Aran. These are the chiefs of the Horites, the chiefs Lotan, Shobal, Zibon, Anah, Dishon, Ezer, and Dishon. These are the chiefs of the Horites, chief by chief in the land of Seir. These are the kings who reign in the land of Edom, before any king reigned over the Israelites. Beda, the son of Beor, reigned in Edom, the name of his city being Dinhabah. Bela, it's Bela. Bela died, and Jacob, the son of Zerah of Bozrah, reigned in his place. Jacob died, and Hushum and the land of Temanites reigned in his place. Husham died, and Hadad, the son of Bedad, who defeated Midian in the country of Moab, reigned in the place, the name of his city being Avith. Hadad died, and Samlah of Masrekah reigned in his place. Samlah died, and Shaul of Rehoboth on the Euphrates reigned in his place. Shaul died, and Baal Hanan, the son of Akbor, reigned in his place. Baal Hanan, the son of Akbor, died, and Hadar reigned in his place, the name of his city being Pau. His wife's name was Mehetabel, the daughter of can't read that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just forget it, just leave the book like that, and or leave the camera like that, just let the book all bright and stuff, because I can't read it. So Matred, that's her name, daughter of Mesahab. These are the names of the chiefs of Esau, according to their clans and their dwelling places, by their names. The chiefs Timnah, Adbah, Jetheth, Oholibama, Elan, Pinion, Kanes, Teman, Mibzar, Magdiel, and Iram. These are the chiefs of Edom, that is, Esau, the father of Edom, according to their dwelling places in the land of their possession. So Oholibama was a woman, and she was chief. I always thought that the culture or the proto Hebrew culture, actually, just ancient Hebrew, right? I always thought that they were patriarchal, right? Joseph's dreams. Jacob lived in the land of his father's sojournings, in the land of Canaan. These are the generations of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old, was pasturing the flock with his brothers. He was a boy with the sons of Bilhah and Zilpah, his father's wives, and Joseph brought a bad report of them to their father. He was a boy with the sons of Bilhah and Zilpah, his father's wives, and Joseph brought a bad report of them to their father. Now Israel loved Joseph more than any other of his sons, because he was the son of his old age. And he made him a robe of many colors. Hey, hold on, what was in the report? What was so bad about the report? Anyway. But when his brothers saw that their father loved him more than all his brothers, they hated him and could not speak peacefully to him. Bad move, Dad. And this thing, casting the shadow. Maybe I could just lay it down like that. There you go. Now, Joseph had a dream, and when he told it to his brothers, they hated him even more. He said to them, "Hear this dream that I have dreamed. Behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and behold, my sheaf arose and stood upright, and behold, your sheaves gathered around it and bowed down to my sheaf." So a sheep is what, like a baby sheep or something? His brother said to him, "Are you indeed to reign over us, or are you indeed to rule over us?" So they hated him even more for his dreams and for his words. Should have kept your mouth shut. Then he dreamed another dream and told it to his brothers, and said, "Behold, I have dreamed another dream. Behold, the sun, the moon, and 11 stars were bowing down to me." But when he told it to his father and his brothers, his father rebuked him and said to him, "What is this dream that you have dreamed? Shall I and your mother and your brothers indeed come to bow ourselves to the ground before you?" And his brothers were jealous of him. But his father kept the saying in mind. All right, well, shenanigans afoot, you know how it is. Okay. It's important not to provoke envy. Okay? You know, that's one of the reasons that humility, okay, is a good idea. Right? You don't go around, even if it's true, right? Even if, like, oh, he's having these dreams, God's gonna put him in charge, okay? You don't provoke other people's ego with that information. Okay. I'm gonna put it right here. Go. Little marker. All right. All right, guys. Well, that's it. Shenanigans afoot. Shenanigans afoot. The thing with the with the situation with Dina, very telling. Something like that happens, your reputation is going to be tarnished either way. So, as a result, you're either going to be preyed on, or you're going to be you're going to be seen as a threat. Either way. So, anyway, God protected him. Okay, they tried to come after him, like some of those cities, and something terrible happened. So, as a matter of fact, Abimelech knew better with Isaac and Abraham. That's why he went out of his way to create agreements of non-aggression, because he saw, oh, this guy's favored, this guy's blessed. Okay, let's not mess with him. So, anyway, that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And yeah, have a great Sunday. And if I don't see you, don't forget to take care of your business. And I'll see you next time. Have a good Sunday, everybody.